makeup changes almost daily. Almost daily, there's a new trend, a new brand, a new product, a new something. And the only pictures I have in my house that are hung up, that like I have my makeup done in, are my wedding pictures. So, I've been married for almost 2 years now to my lovely husband. And I get to see these pictures of me in my makeup on the most important day of my life every day. And it makes me think how much makeup has changed. I don't regret what I wore. I would do the same thing again. But I wanted to kind of compare the style of makeup in 2018 versus kind of how we do and how we look at makeup and how we kind of create similar looks now in 2020. So this is one of my favorite wedding pictures. Technically it's a bridal picture. I don't know if that's what everyone calls these, but like here in like this part of the country, we call them bridal sessions, where you just take pictures not on your wedding day. Funny story, our photographer was living in California. It was my husband's best friend, and she took these lovely, beautiful pictures of us the day before the wedding. It was really early in the morning. I had to get up at 5 o'clock to get ready for these pictures that we took at like 7 or 8 a.m. I think. And I didn't have my nails done, so my hand is very strategically placed like so in most of these pictures because my nails are like short and chewed and unpainted in the pictures from our bridal session. I got them done right after the session was over, so that's a fun story. And also, if you are looking for a good photographer, make sure you get one that reminds you to take the hair tie off of your wrist like mine did. So I'll put her Instagram handle down in the comments. She's a really, really great photographer. And I really enjoyed the pictures she took. I have them hung up all in my house. So I'm going to recreate this kind of look though. You can see like the main things are that my eyes I did pretty dark and my lips are a bright red. Because if you can tell from the tie that my husband is wearing, my wedding colors were red, yellow, and gray because I liked roses and sunflowers, and gray was a neutral tone to throw in there for like the linens and stuff. So we're going to try and recreate that today. I don't know why I did that with a weird accent. I don't remember if back then we were like into doing our face or our eyes first, but right now I'm into doing my eyes first, so that's how I'm gonna do it. The first thing I'm going to do is my brows. Sorry if you see this little bag, this is what I've got all my products in. Also, I need to get the mirror I left in the other room, which I did the last time I tried to film the video. Okay, like I was saying, we're gonna do brows first. Now, the product I used on my wedding day would have been, I remember what I used. I used a Benefit brow pencil and the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus brow gel to create the eyebrow look I was going for. Today, what I'm using is my Milani Easy Brow Automatic Pencil. Now keep in mind, in 2018, people were still pretty obsessed with Dip Brow from Anastasia. And, I mean, a lot of people still use it now, but like, I just feel like in 2018, that was like the year of the brow. Like, if you didn't have Jenner level brows, like you were not doing your makeup right. And let me tell you, your girl, me, did not have Jenner level brows, and I don't now. Did they look kind of funny? Okay, now I'm gonna take a brow pencil and kind of make them look a little more natural. Now I'm going to prime my eyes. I use the exact same product I used to use, the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I think more of the trend now is to just use concealer, which I totally get. A lot of people like concealer because it's pretty opaque and shadows blend pretty well on top of it. However, I don't like an opaque primer because I just feel like it's so much easier to work with a more translucent one for me. Like, I just don't wear very thick makeup, and I think back then it was pretty standard to use like some kind of concealer in 2018 as well. I say back then as if I'm talking about like the 80s, like this was 2 years ago. But when it comes to makeup, like 2 years is quite a while. 2 years ago, right around this time, actually, Urban Decay announced that they were discontinuing the Naked palette, and I was kind of sad because I didn't own it yet. I wasn't as like into makeup as I am now. I didn't own it yet, so for my wedding gift from my sister-in-law, she gifted me the palette, and it was amazing. It was my favorite, and that's actually what I decided to wear on my wedding day because I liked it so much. So, all right, so for my eyes, what I did with the Naked palette is I applied a beige base all over my eye. I applied a highlighty color right on my brow bone and the darkest color in my crease, and that was it. And then I did a liquid glitter on my eye that was, I don't even remember what brand it was. I don't remember. So I'm gonna do a similar look now, but just trying to achieve the same idea now. So now, as part of the blending process, I use I was using a really small brush to kind of like apply it all over my lid before, but now I use a big fluffy brush. This is from Tarte. No idea what this brush is called. It came with the palette I got. And I'm going to use the Going Coconuts palette from ColourPop. And I'm going to go in with the color Culata and apply that as kind of a base color. Really just like in the crease. And kind of blend it upwards quite a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take a short angled brush. The brush I would have used before would have been more like, would have been more this shape, kind of a much shorter, fluffier brush to do this part. But what I'm going to use now is a kind of fluffy angled brush. This is from Luxie. Please tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, by the way. And I'm going to dip into Lovely Bunch and Shelia. And that is how I'm going to kind of do the outer corner of my eye, kind of from just the outside in. Lastly, what I would have done is I would have taken a brush, kind of this shape, pretty like flat, pretty slender, and a little bit fluffy. I would have dipped into the darkest shade in the palette and just straight up gone one line right across here. Literally a stripe is what I would have done then. And what I'm gonna do now is go into the color Nutty, which is the darkest color in the palette, literally dip in one time, and then just kind of give the outer corner a bit of depth. Just into the crease. One dip for the other side. Okay. And I'm going to do a very similar thing as I did then. I'm going to take a glitter shade and kind of halo it right here in the middle. This part truly hasn't changed for me over the years. I love a glitter shade right in the middle. Oh, for this one I'm using the color right in the middle called Cocoa Crush, which is easily one of the most beautiful, glittery, shimmery shades I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure it's one of their Super Shock shadows. Now I don't apply a highlight under my brows. I actually just kind of let them be. In that way, some people like to, I don't. Now the liquid glitter part, this is like my favorite eye product that has ever been invented, is liquid glitter eyeshadow. It's So my options are the ones that I own right now, I should say. I have the Haas Laboratories Glam Attack in the color, I'm not wearing my glasses, no I'm kidding, Aphrodite. And then I have the Violet Voss one in the color Dream. And I think the color I used on my wedding day, I don't own it anymore, it dried up, but was probably closer to the Violet Voss one that I have. This was also a gift from that same sister-in-law from last Christmas, so thank you, Anna. For this one, how am I gonna apply this? I'm gonna try it with a brush. I don't remember how I did it on my wedding day. I don't really remember a ton of that, so I'm gonna pull my mirror a little closer so you can kind of see in the corner reflecting whatever's behind, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna take it off of there on a little brush and we're gonna try and apply it. I don't remember if this was gonna work very well. Then we're gonna do eyeliner. I think I used the Stila waterproof stay all day something eyeliner. I don't use that anymore because it's overpriced. And the L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim eyeliner that I have right here has lasted me so much longer, didn't dry up on me, and it doesn't get those weird bubbles on it. Does anyone else's eyeliner do that? I've had like several brands do that consistently. It gets like really liquidy at the tip and like these weird bubbles. This is the only one I've ever had that doesn't do that, so am I doing something wrong? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. So I'm gonna do eyeliner. I really didn't do a wing on my wedding day. I know a lot of people in 2018 were like, that wasn't me. I've never been good at doing wings and eyeliner. And finally, we're gonna do, sorry, I like set my palette down really loud. Finally, we're gonna do mascara. I'm pretty sure that on my wedding day, I was either wearing the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara or I was using the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara, neither of which I use anymore. The Too Faced mascara I don't use anymore because it is garbage. And the Benefit mascara I just don't use. It was really great, I really enjoyed it, but I found a mascara that costs way less and I enjoy it just as much. So, which is of course the Lash Paradise mascara. I don't have to tell you what's up with this mascara, it's amazing. So we're gonna do that. I did not wear false lashes on my wedding day, and I don't wear false lashes now, which is a little bit, not even like against style. It's just like, was definitely a trend then and it's still a trend now that I just don't do because it's hard. Now I'm going to start on the face and I'm going to use a little bit of primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which you can tell I really enjoy. Oh, I forgot I have fake nails. I don't want to like, there we go. I guess if I kind of go from the side, it's not that bad. I only got a little bit under my nail, which is good. Can I get out? That's a question. Okay. I'm just gonna put primer in the places I know I'm kind of pory. That's not the right word. Porous. My porous. Nice places where I know I like my makeup. is more likely to kind of show my pores, which happens to be right on my cheeks, my chin, right here on my forehead. Because I am a porous person. Is that even the right way to describe human skin? I don't know. Also, now that my lashes are more dry, I'm gonna curl them real quick. Do like the Instagram video thing. Ta-da. So, for my wedding day, I remember very distinctly the foundation I was wearing was the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, which I have now learned to hate. I absolutely cannot stand it. It just doesn't work for my skin at all. And just, it's not good for my skin. So, what I'm using now is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. Tinted moisturizer, I should say. Super gross story. The other day I was doing my makeup and there was like a gnat flying around my bathroom that I could not get out. And it like landed in my makeup and it was the grossest thing that has ever happened to me. Blender. Sorry, my makeup sponge, because I don't like beauty blenders. If you watch my old videos, I talk about how I don't like beauty blenders, which I stand by. I think they are trash. But I'm pretty sure my wedding day I was using an actual beauty blender. Maybe that's why that foundation didn't work for me. Now I'm going to use my favorite concealer. I have used this concealer forever. This is what I used on my wedding day. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't have to tell you that I like this. I used a more full coverage foundation so that I wouldn't have to use as much concealer. I could focus more on the contour aspect of my face, but I don't do that now as much. I don't do as much contouring as I used to, or bronzing. So I can use concealer over my actual like acne rather than relying on foundation to cover it alone. Now that I have that part, in 2018, baking was alive and well still, and many people still do it, and because that method works for them, their makeup style, and their skin. For me, it does not work for me and my makeup style and my skin, so I do my setting a little differently. I use the classic Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I still dip my sponge in it and use it, but I just press it into the skin as opposed to letting it sit on top to like bake. So I press it right in and let it sit in there. As opposed to on my wedding day, I did bake my face quite a bit to achieve the kind of more angled look to my face, because I was really insecure about my face shape, and I still am. I think my face shape is very odd, but we're getting there. I'll like it one day, maybe. And I pretty much set my whole face like this, because I use concealer on my entire face like this. Alright, I do my under eyes the exact same way as I used to. I'm going to take a tiny angled brush and the color Culotta from in here and just go right under the eye. Alright, and then apply mascara to the bottom lashes. I got 2 things left. So, I didn't really wear blush then, but I do now because I feel like it makes my face look more alive. So, I'm gonna take my favorite blush and my favorite blush brush now and do that. I also wore a fair amount of highlighter on my wedding day as opposed to like blush or contour. I don't wear a lot of highlighter anymore. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like I just don't. I find that blush is really the thing that makes my face look the way I want it to look, so that's what I do. But I'll take a little, I have a highlighter somewhere right here. I've got a highlighter that I like. Alright, so I didn't notice that my camera stopped recording, so that's cool. All I did in between that time was I applied the lipstick that I wore on my wedding day, which was the Cinegence lipstick in the color Fly Girl. And I really liked this lipstick because it does not come off no matter how hard you try. So, and the lip gloss that goes along with it. So that's my look. That's the video recreating my 2018 makeup in like my more 2020 style. So let me know what you think the difference between now and then, which one you prefer. Give this video a big thumbs up, please, if you like this kind of content and if you're liking my channel. Let me know if you guys kind of have the same nostalgia looking back at pictures even just from a few years ago of how you used to do your makeup. And please go over to my blog, which is katesimmonsbeauty.com, and you can follow me on Instagram at Kate Simmons with 2 S's, where I post more looks and I post more pictures of my looks, and I let you know when I have a new video coming out, probably like once a week. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Please hit subscribe on my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!